All right. Hello, hello. Greetings and salutations. 'Tis another D&D day. Oh, there we go. And yeah. Greetings and salutations. Looks like we pretty much got the crew here, so we're gonna fire up. I'm gonna get them rounded up and ready to roll, and we're gonna get started. All right, let's get this bad boy rolling. GG. D&D time, y'alls.
Don't say
Are
that,
we
don't say that.
outside? What happened?
You have mentioned it. Now evil things will occur.
So who can
It was
recall what
39.
happened last time?
What did happen last
I
time?
Opal's a
For
book.
for those who were here.
She's joined, Veldrin inside the book, clearly.
What's the book's title? Sorry, what will we name it?
Hmm.
Opal pronounced a trilogy.
Can we name it Opal?
The book you're both in is named Opal. Okay.
Okay. On a more serious note,
No.
um, well, I'm sure that you can recall our little puzzle that we were all struggling with, yes? The pillars and emotions that we were being forced to endure.
We got past that.
Yes, I'm more recalling it for him. Uh, well, we opened the door. Zedrin was not having a hashtag good time within there. Zedrin, would you like to enlighten Opal what was happening with you? Or is Zedrin not here?
He's muted.
He's pooping. He does this before games.
Well, Gundra, what were you up to? Because we spent a little bit with you at the start, too.
Yeah, I had went to go check on, one of my 12 bags of holding or whatever we carried with us, right? And I came back and there were these pillars and there was like emotional stuff and I tried like touching things and I guess it had deactivated. And then there were two figures that were kind of like fluttering about in the darkness and I called out to one of them and it was that little baby amethyst dragon and then they brought me to everybody else and the water was like solidified like you could just walk on it like it's marble floor and then I remember casting like shape water to be like is this real water, right? And it would let me shape it but it would keep its like sturdiness to it so you could make a chair and then you could sit in that chair and then you could just shape water to push that chair all the way to the across this lake or whatever it is in here but you couldn't like I couldn't find a way to go into it, but apparently Zed had last time and got beat up because of it. When we arrived on like I guess it's like an island, right? It seemed like everybody had their hands on like these pillars and stuff, right? And then there's this door, and Zed was gonna go through the door, right? That's where I kind of came in.
This is
And I
the
mean,
island we all got to right before the.
Mhm. And so we did send. Who did we send in first
Posick.
with the rope?
No,
Oh,
Tia
yeah.
went in
Niavara.
first. Yeah. So then, right, we passed through. It was sort of a threshold of unnatural darkness, and Niavara
Mhm.
bravely stepped on through, and then I did, and we found ourselves in sort of a sort of perverted library where we couldn't read any of the books. Um, yeah, it was sort of very different from the natural ice caves that we came from. And then eventually everyone else kind of came in and joined us. And what happened as we looked at the books? What was the effect of that? I don't quite remember.
Pain.
I think it was like wisdom saving throws, right? And then you were overcome with whatever emotion you had tapped on the column, or maybe it
Yes.
was related to
Yeah.
the book itself.
Ah, right. And so we kind of tried to figure out, but despite any sort of magic or natural abilities to like read languages and understand what the book said, we couldn't do that. So that's a little bit strange. And there's stacks and stacks of them. We explored a little bit and found here in the center there was like a steel door that was flush with the wall, and we didn't quite understand how to open it or what was inside. And Zed and I decided to dimension door inside. Oh, maybe there's another room in there. But as soon as we tripped across that dimensional boundary, we found ourselves in solid space. So we were kicked back out to where we started. Took a little damage, which I may or may not have recorded, but I'll do that. It was minimal. And and then we kind of what? Oh, we saw up there at the north end of the hallway. There's something that could have been a trigger, something that might open a secret door. And we eventually did open that triggering book. We lifted that. And what? The door opened and we found a sort of mysterious crystal inside. Similarly to ones we've seen elsewhere that were restrained by chains, maybe. And that's kind of what I remember. There may be some details or extra important stuff, but
I remember there was something wrong with Zed's shadow, like it was behaving oddly, and I threw like a little ice knife at it. And that's when he did the shenanigans of like, I'm gonna cast invisibility and then just sneak on out of here so they come to think she just murdered me.
yeah.
And then there was more stuff with
Ooh.
there was huge lore, especially about the Feywild drop between Niavara and Veldrin. Um, so that was kind of cool. And there was also, you remember there was like shadow chains that had grabbed Zed at one point, I think like
Ah,
up here.
yeah,
Yep.
they're restricting movement in some way for Zed. Yeah.
What's restricting the movement?
Something's trying to grab his shadow.
Like
Oh.
chains, like shadowy chains or spectral chains kind of thing.
And I had
Oh.
brought my little torch or lamp or whatever I got, and then as soon as the light touched it, it just disappeared.
Wow. That
wait,
sounds
back.
really fun.
Neopara and Veldrin have mostly come to this same conclusion that this is the area that holds Kozak's lady.
Oh.
I mean, is this what color is this crystal? I don't know. It wasn't said it was explicitly like a black crystal or diamond.
They're also in agreement that the black diamond is inside of Zed.
Huh.
That's why the
Who's
thing
in
is trying to
agreement?
Veldrin
Neovara and Veldrin.
Okay.
They're having cute little kikis behind everyone else's back.
And I mean, we all suspect it.
Yes. But I don't think Neovara has said as much to Kozak for concern for Zedrin's life at this
Zed's life. Yeah.
point. Way back when Neovara rolled an insanely high roll to identify the Lady of Air and Darkness, and I'm just rolling with that she knows too much about it. That was like... But Veldrin wants to know more. Neovara is like, I don't know if we can do anything, we're already here. Does anyone want to be trapped? All these emotions are like so full of pain and suffering, and that doesn't seem right to let continue. And besides, are the Unseelies really all that bad? Technically, Neovara is one. That's maybe more of a negative than a positive to their cause, but
Neovara is an unseelie?
technically.
Technically.
Changelings are generally unseelie, but Neovara was not raised in the courts.
Oh.
So basically, the
Wow.
Unseelie is like the Winter Court. You're part of the Summer Court.
No, I
But
know
some-
that. I just didn't know you were part of the Winter Court. I thought the Drow was a whole different.
No, it is.
But
But Neovara
you're
is a
not actually a
changeling.
Drow. That's right. That's right.
I convinced her. I'm
You
so
did.
successful.
You did. You were so good. I completely forgot. Wow. That's a wow.
Generally speaking, the Unseelie Court has like way more types of Fae in it, and also allows non-Fae in it. Like inside the upper echelons. Although I don't know if that's what Cubed is doing, so take what I'm saying with big grains of salt. Oceans worth of
Yes.
salt.
Yes. Well, Sari finds this stuff all very interesting because she thought she knew
The Summer
about
Court.
her family, but
And then
then she
Oprah.
learned. Yes. So, yes. Wow.
So you might have just found the one person who wants to kill Oberon more than you.
Yeah. Wow.
Girl's turn trip.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and we were going to open the door. That's where session ended. Yay!
Open the secret door in the hallway.
The one right here in front of us. Can you see it?
Nope.
I thought I just saw the snow. It's just snow. Oh, here's. Oh, I see. Now I see it. There's only Opal and I are the only people I see.
Oh, you were in a different area.
No, they're in the same
Yeah,
area.
I guess because we were gone.
They're in the library.
Oh, it's because you're in the
Dynamic
dark.
lighting.
Okay, I get it.
Oh yeah.
We're
I
around
a
know where
corner.
they are.
Yeah, on Roll20 on my thing, I'm too poor to pay out for their dynamic lighting, so I forget about it.
Oh, I see. You're over here. Okay.
And as such, there was something that happened to Zed Just a little reminder there, because that's where we ended. But whether or not Zed is back yet is the question.
I'm here.
Do you recall what happened last time as we closed the session and Zed was reaching to touch the door?
Yeah, I believe so. There's a few things.
Feel free
You-
to enlighten the class. I would not want to take away your experience and how you would word it through your own perspective.
So he had reached out and touched the door to try and open it, and basically as he touched it, I'm not sure if there was a save involved, but he had kind of gotten a glimpse inside. And he could see some sort of like figure, like a silhouette almost inside of this really, really large, like I believe it was like a crystal sort of structure, almost like a cage. And when he snapped kind of back to his own senses, he's still invisible. And he had kind of mentioned to everybody, like get ready. I'm gonna push the door open. He had this vision or premonition, I don't know, whatever you might want to call it. And kind of in that moment, a wave of thoughts washed over him, just remembering back kind of all the things that we've gone through as a party, remembering back to his crew, the pillars that all had some sort of emotional representation. He was thinking about each one of those and kind of what it meant to him, how he potentially carried those with him. He had kind of reached up inside of his jacket and acknowledged the constellation tattoo that he has, and kind of next to that, as he was reaching up for that, felt the amulet of Miriam, and thought of kind of everything that we've been through in the Feywild and finding Little One. And then as he was kind of pulling his hand away, it crossed over the cordage that he has this obsidian key on,
Oh,
that he got from Cha,
yeah.
and he kind of grasps this key and puts his hand on the door and goes to push the door open. And I forget if there was some sort of sensation tied with him grabbing the key, or if it was just the kind of final thing that he had done. But I think there was something with that, but it's eluding me.
Wow.
So we had kind of a bit of a moment there.
Safe to say one or
Yeah,
two
that's
things happen.
incredible. Yeah.
All right. So we pick up where we left off. Zed being encircled by these shadows briefly. And eventually they started to retract. If you recall, they coiled around his arm, coiled around his body,
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. Sorry.
and eventually, almost like suddenly, like a light switch, like a snap, like a change of direction in an unusual way, they just snapped back away, retracting very rapidly into this metallic door? Question mark? And a couple of things that Zed probably would have taken note of in said process. But so we're pretty much picking up with your hand still being on the door and this happening. So I figured I'd give you guys a chance to RP anything out that you might want to. Because everybody saw that, by the way.
I think isn't Zed still invisible?
At this point, no.
Okay. So he probably doesn't know that he's visible based on what's going on, but yeah, you'd probably would have just seen, I guess an interesting way to maybe describe it is he was invisible and from the door almost being like traced in shadow, you'd start to see from like fingertips just his hand start to form and draw down his arm, kind of spiraling up to his shoulder. His neck and his torso start to just kind of emerge, but it's all shadow. And it's kind of coiling and wispy to the point where in moments you can just kind of like see his entire body is just enveloped, and it's as if he's a silhouette. And as soon as he clutches this key, it's just like a snap and it all dissipates, it goes away. He's now standing there, he's not invisible anymore. And he's got this key clutched and his eyes are closed, his hands on the door or this wall or whatever. And I think you see him in that moment start to try and like push inward to open it like he said he was going to do.
Alrighty. So you push inward and it doesn't budge.
What's wrong? You can't get it open?
Kind of open his eyes and like blink a couple times and oh, well, I thought we got it unlocked, Kozik.
I thought we had as well.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, just try again, right? Just give it a little tug. Maybe it'll work.
Yeah, I thought we had seen what was inside this door. Is this a different door?
I haven't seen.
Is that a DM question?
Oh, yeah. Was it a DM question? Or was it in character?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that or maybe I'm thinking of something else. I thought we had like opened the door with the trigger.
The door has yet to have been opened. You think you unlocked it?
And you guys did
Okay, I
dimension
guess
door
I'm
to the
thinking of
other
something
side.
else.
It got popped out.
We did that, and then that's when we found a book at the top of the room, and Zed couldn't get to it, but Kozik was able to run over there. And then Kozik had a fear check, But with his dwarven resolve, staved off his uncertainty and ended up, from what we thought, we pulled this book and then heard a click, and I think Zed even tried to do some sort of check on the door, but I don't know.
Right, and so yeah, can we slide it to the side maybe?
Aha, you've solved the mystery.
I'll try that.
It wasn't an itty. It wasn't an innie or an outie. It was a slidey.
All right, huff, huff, huff. I'm pushing it and trying to pulling it. Once we can get a little purchase on the side, then I can help pull it to the side, and we'll see what's in there.
Alrighty. So you managed to find some layer of grip or foundational stance to be able to pull it, because remember, it doesn't have handles, it doesn't have anything for
Right.
you to grab onto, but it also didn't look like there was a seal down the middle where double doors would open or close, and you come to the realization that these doors slide to the side. And as it does so, I will unlock door. The door is now unlocked. Zoom in here. So, inside, you are immediately greeted with the sight of what seems to be a pretty sizable crystal. Very, very clean cut. Like, it looks like all the edges were cut, straightened, kind of like your traditional like diamond kind of appearance. And the interesting thing about this crystal is what seems to be a very dark material. You can maybe kind of see through it just a little bit, but it's kind of like the fact that there is light coming in here is probably how you can tell that there is translucent transparency. I always mix them up. You could see through it if the material wasn't so dark. And from each corner of the room, there appear to be what seem like these smaller, but definitely not cut, more raw gemstone-esque crystalline things, roughly the size of a human torso. And there's one on each corner of the room, so 4. And they all seem to be chained. They're chained to the ground, chained to the wall, and each of those other crystalline structures, are also chained to this large one in the middle of the room, which is hovering off the ground, mind you. Everything is hovering. So there's chains kind of keeping things suspended in place, and everything just has this ambient life to it in that they're hovering and they're not like locked in reality. There's a little bit of bob to them as they not really jingle, but they're floaty. They're very floaty. And so you can see the chains like pulling on them as they start to float in a random direction every so often, just holding them in place. And yeah, it's just a giant crystal in here with a bunch of smaller crystals that are chaining this thing. And well, I mean, you can probably see, yeah, there's plenty of light. And you could even see that there are some of these chains that are like jetting out of the ground into this crystal. Very similar to how it kind of seemed like those chains were jabbing into Zed. but there is an eerie silence and illumination. It's kind of like this crystal is. It's like all the light that comes into this room becomes drastically diffused, but not enough to cause darkness or trigger a dark vision. It's like everything just seems dimmer and dimmer as the light penetrates through the door into this room. Like, light is being slowly sucked away. And that's what you see. Other than that, as far as the objects in the room, it's pretty sparse, like a table here and there, just weird debris, various other like smaller crystals, but it looks like they're just kind of been discarded and just tossed to the side. Shattered fragments, as one might say. Kind of akin to a shattered mirror. It's just this crystal everywhere. Crystal shavings, that's probably a better visual.
Well, yeah, I'm ready to go in.
But is anybody
Fascinating.
else? Quiet night. All right.
Sorry, we got your back, Cody. We ain't gonna let nothing happen to you.
Wow, it's fascinating. Yeah, it's all these wizards' playpens that we end up in, and we just see their debris and broken toys. What goes on in places like this?
I see Veldrin's mic turning on. I don't know if they're trying to say something. Haven't heard anything though.
So you say there's some crystals like in the corners? Is that what you said?
Yep. One in each corner.
Ortho-sized, which is
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, just very large.
Who's in there right now? Is it Zed and Kozik?
Zed, Kozik, and Gumdra.
Zed, Kozik, and Gumdra.
And Veldrin, Neovar, and Opal are standing outside.
Hanging outside. I think we would have joined.
Yeah.
I wonder if these crystals in the corners keep this central specimen contained, or if they just provide light. I don't know.
Or maybe they're holding it in place, holding it all down.
It's possible. I
mean, I
I
guess
reach out
the
to try and
chains.
touch this this crystal in the center.
Fucking lies. So you reach out and touch it. Feel
Yeah.
free to give me a wisdom saving throw and a
Right,
constitution
that's my
saving throw.
Feeling free.
normal. Okay.
Oh no.
All right,
Ooh.
so a natural
That's
one
not
and a
great.
3.
Didn't we have 6 natural ones last session?
I
Oh,
think that
wow.
We
sounds
just
about
started
right.
it off again.
Nice.
I'll absorb this one, I guess. Yeah,
So-
so I kind of reach out to touch it, and I'm like, do I feel anything? Is this familiar to me? I don't know. And I touch it.
So the second you touch it, everything just goes dark. It's like
Ooh.
the second you touch it, your vision just fades to black and you feel very sleepy all of a sudden. Like, boy, Yeah, I don't know why. I
Just
just
Kozik or all of us?
it's Kozik. As those of you who have line of sight to Kozik see, he touches a crystal and just collapses.
Huh. That's not good.
I'm thinking, oh, it's been a long day. Ugh.
A natty 1 and a 3.
But
Well-
okay, Kozik, can Kozik, and I go over and I shake him a little.
He is
Are
out
you
cold.
okay, mate? Oh, jeez.
You're not even sure if he's breathing right now.
Shit.
Could we do like a medical check?
You sure could.
22.
22. He's alive. He's unconscious, but his breathing is drastically slowed.
Hmm.
Like barely enough oxygen to just stay alive. Very comatose, I guess one way would put it.
Well, crap.
Does anybody have like a healer's kit on him or anything
Um,
that they could?
I am looking.
The answer. So yes. Probably not a kid, but I can like try and assist.
He's breathing, so that's good. Just he almost looks like he's dead though, right? Like he ain't barely moving.
He just passed out. Anyone got like smelling salts?
Hey, baby.
We can try that.
How would a lesser restoration work?
You can try it. Certainly wouldn't hurt. Probably won't
Yeah.
help, but because what does lesser restoration do? What are the conditions it fixes? Yeah, blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisons.
Would any of
Yeah.
those apply? Paralyzed? I don't.
I don't think so. I think he's just unconscious.
From proximity, because I was about 10 feet away from it when he touched this. Is there anything abnormal we noticed? Was there any like static that like shocked him into this, or was it he just touched a rock and passed out?
I just touched it.
He touched the rock and passed out. There was no physical observable reaction. It's just touch. Kind of almost like what was it, Snow White, the one that touches the needle and falls asleep?
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty, there it is. I'm not good with Disney.
Snow White. Sorry.
It's the apple. She falls asleep.
apple,
and
that's-
she eats the apple.
Man, what's it with Disney princesses and falling asleep? Anyway,
Well,
It's 'cause
eating
they're-
poison apples and needles too.
They need a
History
big,
of
strong
them.
man to come save them. That's why. They don't
Oh,
know
that's
any better.
exactly it.
They
Of
eat
the
the
stories
apple.
because they're all from the same origin fairy tale. It's super cool to think about.
Same origin fairy tale. All right, I'm gonna have to learn about that. Rich.
no, whatever.
So order operations, we know he went down there and was looking at these crystals in the corners of the rooms, and he came over here, touched this, and now he's out like a light.
Along with all the lights, which
Mhm.
are also out.
Did all the lights go out?
It's
Yeah,
just the
didn't-
lighting is
didn't you
more
say the
dim in
lights were-
here.
Oh, I thought you said
Okay.
it went dark. Everything went dark. as
Nope,
soon
not
as-
'Cause I still
dark,
got
just-
a lit torch. I don't know if it's having the effect.
Yeah, so it seems like all light that comes in here, the closer you get to the crystal, seems more and more dim, but it's not like it's not enough to trigger like dark vision.
Can I touch the crystal with my lit torch just to see if anything happens?
Yeah, sure. Give me a wisdom saving throw and a constitution saving throw.
Oh my god. It was with my
No
torch,
problem.
though. I thought his issue was he didn't wear gloves. Okay. A wisdom save and what?
Oh, let's see.
Constitution.
15 and a 12.
Gumdra reaches out with the torch and touches this thing. And suddenly Gumdra also gets real sleepy and just falls asleep with the torch, like, falling out of her hand on the ground.
All right, nobody else touch this thing with your hand or anything else. Good lord.
Almost got the DC. Almost.
Well, the sciencey types should try and figure out what the hell it is.
Without touching, please.
Touching, please.
Wouldn't it be funny if the crystal rule continued on?
If what?
That
Uh,
Opal
like,
could touch it and not, and like be able to communicate and like not suffer consequences.
Oh yes, being Crystal herself.
If you don't touch this specific one, touch a different one.
There are 4 others.
If I remember
Uh,
correctly, this might be the same emotional layout as the other pillars, and one of those, she holds up a finger, caused lethargy, sleepiness. Be careful. I'm almost curious to see what happens. Because the other emotions are what? Anger, fear.
Pain.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, have at it. It might be one of those 4 others.
Could the pain one hurt Opal?
Probably.
Well, it's curious though what would happen to Opal if she's also Crystal.
I'll let you guys vote on the idea. It's simply that, an idea.
What do you think?
Touch the crystal or no?
Not the middle one.
Not the middle one. I think that one is clear. I will touch one of the other crystals, though.
Okay, which one?
Not the middle one.
Go
How
top
about
right. Top left, top
right?
left.
Sure. Oh wait, top left. Sorry,
Top left should be anger.
top left.
If it's anger, does that mean that we could be sending her into a murderous rage?
Hey,
I
heck
guess we'll
not.
see, huh?
None of the other emotions are great.
I think sadness would be preferable.
Yeah, I felt that one. It's not that old. It's not all that to cry. It's not all that. Certainly nothing to cry about.
They definitely affect you differently then.
Oh, which one are you going to?
Top
one.
left. Oh yeah. Wait. Okay, yeah. Wait, that's
Basically,
top right.
there's one in each corner.
I don't know what that is that Opal is standing in front of, but it looks
So
cool.
wait. Yavar, you suggested this one. Yes. Okay. Wait. I touched the crystal.
All right, you touched the crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll start you off with the Constitution saving throw.
You got it.
That is drastically unfortunate, especially given your composition. Okay.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I could burn an inspiration before this is set in.
You might.
You could also roll
Statistically
lower.
speaking-
That is true. I could roll lower.
Statistically speaking, unlikely, but possible.
I'm gonna leave it be.
All right. So you reach out and touch this crystal, and as you place your stone crystalline hand on it, you can't help but recall something that the elementals said before.
Uh-oh.
A lot of them were vibrated to death. So, give me a 1, 2, 3, 4, a D4. One left arm.
There you go.
And 1. There we go. So with a 1, that would be your left arm. So you would see your left arm start to vibrate drastically to the point where you start seeing cracks forming. It doesn't hurt, but your structural integrity is being compromised. You
Hopefully
were
it's working
basically
right
being
now, though.
vibrated to nothingness, essentially disabling that arm, almost making it fall off.
Yeah, Opal rips her still good arm away, I hope. And just looks at the right arm, looks at everybody and goes, yeah, you know how I said that was a great idea? Never mind, I withdraw that statement. Well, I guess I never said it was a great idea. I'm gonna need a moment. Like a big moment. I can't use this arm anymore.
Wait, what are you experiencing? Like it's gone totally numb or?
Opal will show the hand or the arm entirely, the cracks along the arm and I'm assuming shoulder. Numb is a good way of putting it. Imagine if your bones and tendons shattered.
Jeez.
I don't exactly feel pain the same way, but this is still very distressing.
Gosh.
And as you have experienced that, I will allow there to be an Arcana check for Opal.
Oh yeah. Okay, now I'm going to reuse an inspiration point. 17.
Oh, that is-
17. So you've been aware of vibration, how it interacts with things, what the elemental said about some of them just being shattered entirely. But you also can't help but contemplate the reason behind it, right? It's not just somebody is ringing a bell and the vibration's making your ears ring. This is on a whole nother frequency, some might say. And you come to the realization that you're like by touching that, you're essentially in layman's terms, you are basically becoming a lightning rod for the arcane, to which the structure of your body is not compatible, and as such could not handle the weight, the strain, the impact, or any parameter of what you were interacting with. So basically,
Oh,
imagine you were a
jeez.
lightning rod that got hit by lightning, and like you ended up like melting from the heat of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it didn't melt. But
Wow.
just that idea that structurally you were not capable of channeling that kind of potency,
Mm-hmm.
giving you the idea that
Up-
whatever this is, even these crystals, these little things in the sides, are extremely potent in the arcane aspect.
Mm-hmm. Opal will let her
Wow.
friends know about that. And
Yeah,
this
what's Opal
kind
say?
of- Oh, sorry.
What's Opal say? Word it out. How would
Oh.
Opal word this?
How would Opal word this? Opal is thinking to power structures that she has dealt with. So, I have a question for everybody. Has everybody seen what a watermill is? Where water flows through it at a steady pace, typically attached to a river or something else?
And turns the mill and right?
Yeah.
Like a millstone.
And typically it can it can deal with like rain without much issue. Now imagine if a water mill were to deal with a flood. And
Oh.
Opal is using her still good hand to like motion this out. If that could go from turning to turning way too quickly to breaking apart to shattering entirely, being left, in my terms, dead.
Oh dear.
I would be, you know what? If you guys want to touch it, be my guest. But if you guys want to experience what that's like, I'm not sure how the fleshy components of your bodies might adjust to it.
My goodness.
I think ow is a good way of putting how that felt.
Gosh, Opal.
Alright.
So your arm, you can't use your arm now. And
No.
these two are unconscious over here. Oh,
Honestly, that might be a good way of putting it. They might have gone through something similar and just passed out. Seeing as I
like
can't be
like
put,
a flood, like their whole nervous system was overloaded or flooded.
and I'm thinking that, yeah. We might want to take a moment to get everybody back into their, brains.
Well, how do we do that though? They're unconscious.
I mean, there is always time. Considering I was not instantly reduced to dust, surely they are not dead. Unless you all wish to go unconscious to see where the sleepy time realm might take you.
No, thank you.
Except for those of us who cannot technically sleep.
Hmm.
So that leaves us with
And I'm not
Sari,
sure what
Veldrin,
to do.
Zed, Neovar, and Opal.
I'm not sure what to do here. Does anybody have any ideas? I don't know what to do, how we're going to help our friends.
Well, I wish that we, suggested that we have them touch two different ones before we had two people pass out. Because that would have, revealed to us far more information. Can we see the guy inside, like the guy trapped?
Nope, you can't see anything in there.
Ugh. Not great. So is it like one big crystal or is it like
Yep, it is one
Ugh.
big clean cut diamond shaped gem.
I'm gonna go up to the top left one.
The one Opal just touched.
Correct. Opal is trying to like resonate with it. So she's pointing,
Well, what are you
right?
going to do?
So it could be like I'm still betting on the whole anger, something, fear, sleepiness. And the center was pain. It could be that rather than, the body when it endures too much, sometimes it just says night night and shuts off. The brain's helpful way of saying nuh-uh. It could be that their brains went nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh.
So I'm just gonna, and she touches the crystal right here.
All right, give me
Oh,
a
that's
Constitution
courageous.
saving throw.
That is courageous.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, Lucky.
The exact number needed. All right.
Oh,
Ooh,
So you touch this crystal and you feel static run through your hand. Feedback if you would. And it hurts. It's like it's like sticking your hand into a chamber of lightning. You don't feel damage,
oh man.
but it's like you can just feel like every fiber, every nerve just being almost feels like being besieged or stabbed by like 1,000 needles simultaneously.
oh my god. Okay. Owie.
Are you
And-
alright?
Yep.
Niavara,
You know? And she holds up two
Are y-
fingers. What was DM trying to finish saying?
Oh no, no, go ahead.
It really, really hurt. You know?
uh-oh.
It doesn't actually do anything, which is nice, but it hurts. God alive.
What did it feel like?
And I would
Like
say
flaying.
Niavara, without you have a high enough passive perception, you would see that as part of like interacting with this, the pain is so great it's almost like you're kind of losing control of your ability to shapeshift. It's kind of like, like nerve spasm kind of situation, but on a more complex level because you can see without your own doing, like fur starts to grow on your arm and retract, and claws start to grow and retract, kind of just like this weird, like you don't really have control over it, probably in part due to the pain, but it's like like you just like I said, it's kind of like a nerve spasm kind of situation. But
I see
this
the
change is
picture.
unwilling.
Oh, that's disgusting. Ah. Really, Scumdra's passed out so she can't see this. Small blessings.
Wait, Gumdra passed out? I thought it
He
was
was
dead in
the second
Kozik.
person to touch it after Kozik.
It was Kozik and Gumdra.
Oh, okay.
Small blessings. And by that, I mean that I get to keep up this little charade. Oh god, though. And she sort of pulls her hand off. She's like, taking little tiny penguin steps back, and she's like, okay. Delazora's tears. That was a lot. Give me a moment, and I'll touch the second one.
Oh, you
And she
don't have to
points
go
to the other
touching
corner.
anything. You've established that it's not. You thought it was all those emotions, but it doesn't sound like that. So maybe
Or
you don't need to touch anything else.
it could be. And they're just in a different order.
What? Then which one that? What did you just feel then? Is that pain?
Yeah,
But you said the one in the middle was pain.
it was before. I only need to touch one more.
I don't think it's a good idea, Niavara, for you to go
No.
touching another one.
But I am the queen of bad ideas.
There's one over here, right?
Yeah, it's like in the
Yes.
far right, upper right corner.
Belgium's gonna touch that one.
Oh, you gluttons for punishment.
Oh no, he's doing this so that Niavara doesn't do it.
So this is top
I don't think you're
right.
stopping her.
So
Depends on the result.
Give me a charisma saving throw.
Oh, they are
Ooh.
different effects. Uh-oh.
Mm.
I don't like that.
You don't like what?
A Christmas saving throw?
Yeah, what could be wrong? Nothing wrong with that.
Most of the bad saves in TNT.
Uh-oh.
Technically, all
I
the
already have a
saves in
negative
D&D are
1 on
bad.
it.
So, with a 14, you are no longer in this room.
Ooh, where am I?
What-oh.
You have a view of the room just from the crystal that you just
The
touched.
one I touched?
Mm-hmm. And as you do that, so everybody, you see Veldrin like reach out and touch this crystal in the corner. And then he just heads back here and seems to be staring at the crystal with a finger on his chin. And Veldrin, as Veldrin, see yourself moving around the room. And there's a
Oh.
moment where your body looks at the crystal and there's this sinister grin. And then it turns away
Oh,
and starts heading back
no.
into the room.
Eldrin got insidious.
Uh-oh. What's Insidious?
Horror
In
movie.
the movie Insidious, a little boy gets trapped in the astral realm and a demon is trying to possess his body.
Oh. That sounds about right.
Well, Velv, what did it do? And she'll ask over her shoulder.
So Veldrin will make his way over to you as you're about to touch the crystal.
Oh yeah, she's waiting for your response.
Mm-hmm. So what would Veldrin say if things were perfectly fine?
Like as if he didn't get warped into the crystal?
Correct. As if a doppelganger had taken over. What would Veldrin say if things are fine and wanted to encourage somebody to go ahead and touch that crystal down there?
Hmm. I know what you're trying to get me to do.
I couldn't do your character the justice that you could do.
Was there any physical sensation associated with it?
Almost like being sucked through a vacuum cleaner tube.
I don't think that's a
That does
sensation
not
any
sound
of us
good.
would be familiar with.
I don't know what happened when I touched it. It just I reached out and then he
Nothing?
kind of just like gestures his hands.
That's lame and stupid. She'll sort of fold her arms. I get tossed into the pain dimension as though Dolora and Doldorn flayed me themselves. And you just have nothing? Boo! Typical.
Maybe it was inactive.
Is that, what Doppelganger Veldrin says?
That's the
Mhm.
DM telling Doppelganger Veldrin of giving cues. Maybe something else kind of thing.
I think it could just be that it didn't work on me.
Typical.
Why would that be?
He's a lucky son of a bitch.
We also don't know what it does. Really?
No, that's what I'm saying. Why'd you come over here,
Hmm.
though? She'll sort of tilt her head. I'm
To
fine.
tell you,
You could
We were
even you could also say in regards to that question because you wanted to try and probably stop Neovara from doing it.
we know what 2 out of 3 crystals do. We know the center one makes them sleep. We know top left is pain. Top right could be anything. These other 2 could be anything. And every time we touch one, there is a chance, since they seem to keep screwing with us, that it could send one of us into a rage enough to kill someone.
would love to see it try. That's why I'm doing it. I got a hold on that sort of stuff.
But wouldn't the doppelganger be encouraging Neovara to try it?
Wouldn't
Would
they?
the
Unless
doppelganger?
we don't know the doppelganger's goals.
Yep.
And so
Not fully.
she'll go ahead and touch it like, you're not my mom. And mom wasn't even my mom.
Almost as if knowing that Neovara would fall for the reverse psychology. Neovara, give me an intelligence saving throw, please.
Hmm.
Not the
Twins.
best. Not the best. Not
So,
as scary as a failed charisma save, but not great.
so the second you reach your hand out and touch this, suddenly you just can't remember a lot of things.
Oh gosh.
You can't remember.
That's
You can't remember the face of your mother. You can't remember why your sister hates you. You suddenly can't remember, like, and it's like just kind of like that. Like it's not full memories, but just suddenly there's just gaps in your memory, all from when you were born to now. It's just like suddenly there's just these voids. Like your memories have just gone black or fading away, and like the last memory that you can feel like starting to fade away is that little girl that died or was murdered in Dale, and it's kind of like you're trying to remember her face and it just starts to become veiled in a cloud of like mystery. Like, man, I suddenly can't remember a bunch of stuff, and you just can't help but realize like suddenly it's almost like suddenly half of your life you just forgot. You just forgot how to do things. You forgot what you were, what you did to get here in certain aspects. Is just you're just suddenly forgetful.
Neovara staggers a little bit after that one. And she catches herself on the table. And she'll say in undercommon, oh god. That's not right. That's not right. That's really not right.
What do you mean? What are you feeling?
He's an undercommon. Theoretically, only Veldrin should understand her.
Does the
No.
doppelganger speak
Sorry, I
undercommon?
missed that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the
Zedrin might.
doppelganger.
Yeah.
Zedrin might.
What's Zed and Opal doing back there? Seeing all this going on.
Zed's probably just I don't know, he didn't notice anything happen with Veldrin, I'm assuming.
Nope. But you do have two unconscious party members still just laying there on the ground. Gumdra's torch is still lit. Neovar just had her experience. Opal's arm seems in a pretty bad condition.
I think we might want to take a minute. As much fun as it would be to go into a fight, if one of those does occur, we'll a literal arm down. We might want to drag those two away from the sleepy crystal and just take a moment. How's that
Right,
sound,
that's
everybody?
that
Because these
sounds good.
crystals seem evil.
Evil,
Evil and bad.
evil and bad. Okay.
You know,
Do you
Veldrin.
need some?
Listen, you know, Veldrin. There's one more crystal people haven't touched. Maybe that last one has to be interacted with to solve this mystery. Maybe it just needs to be activated or touched or interact in some way. I'm sure one of your party members will be willing to assist as you're busy helping your poor dear sister.
In parentheses under this text, you cannot undo this action. Activates the boss fight or whatever.
Can't undo what action?
Ignore me.
And he
Gotcha.
can't touch it himself, can he?
He hasn't tried. He's confident that he can.
Okay. He'll do it then. That's easier than trying to persuade them.
So
Oh,
he would go over and touch
Well,
it.
I'm not touching it.
Nothing happens. And this is you looking at yourself from across the room, seeing, you know, Veldrin touching this crystal.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as like immediate things, nothing happens. But in
That's just
doing so,
spooky.
it also looks towards your upper right location. As if knowing something you don't.
Gonna do
What looks towards my
Your body.
upper right? Okay.
the body looks to you.
The doppelganger.
I'm gonna
So the
do
doppelganger turns and looks at the crystal. Okay.
Maybe if somebody touches both of these simultaneously, since these two have done nothing, that perhaps this mystery can be solved.
Who's saying that?
This is
the senses that the doppelganger's getting.
Yeah, so this is the DM informing the player of what the doppelganger's doing, so they can roleplay out the doppelganger saying these things.
Oh, the doppelganger's saying these things to us, trying to get us to touch that. Okay.
I've
Veldrin.
touched this crystal, and I've touched the one in the other corner, and he'll point up there, and nothing happens when I touch them. I think that maybe someone needs to be touching both of them.
I'm
Veldrin.
not touching any of them.
Nothing
would you-
happens when I've touched them.
Well,
They feel
that's
perfectly
good.
safe.
That's good and well, but I'm not touching it. I don't know what it could do something different to different kinds of people. So I'm not touching anything. I just want to figure out how to help our friends get better.
Maybe this
I
will help
want
our friends.
right, but
Mm.
I'm not touching anything.
Neavara has Thieves' Cant, Common, Elvish, Infernal, Priority, Undercommon. If I roll a 1d4 and it's even, she knows Elvish. If it's odd, she doesn't right now. This is for the love of the game. Even
Or she knows Elvish?
yeah.
Okay.
And so she'll turn to Sari because she's realizing that she's not talking correctly. Swap registers. And she will say, I don't remember half of what's right. I can't remember half of my life. It's not right.
You're losing your memory?
It's gone.
Oh gosh. All right, Niavara, I want you to just come back over here with us. We're your friends, and we love you and we care about you. Now come back over here.
She snorts at that. She's like, okay. I know that you're my ally, but also, friends is a strong word.
Well, you
Rude.
said you didn't remember anything. I was
I
hoping you
remember.
didn't remember that you don't like being called a friend.
I remember it's wrong. It's like bits and bobs. The girl who died, I don't know what her face looks like. I don't even know what Mother's face looks like. I know it's mine, but fuck if I know what that looks like right now.
Oh, this is just not good.
And
Damn.
then she'll sort of glance over to Veldrin, like sort of like she had like the first roll I did was to see if my perception was high. The answer is yes, her perception is well and good. And so let's do insight. Veldrin. Fitting. Does he seem wrong?
Seems fine to you. Not that, you'd remember
Yeah, seems fine
a
to
lot.
me. Checks out. Why is he asking you to touch the balls?
Balls.
Balls.
You know who you asking?
Sorry. Why is
But what?
he, Veldrin, asking you to touch the balls?
I've got no idea what he's on about. I don't. Something's wrong with him.
What? He seems fine. That's not the word of confidence right
Well,
now for me, is it?
he sure is being pushy about touching these things.
Pushy. Veldrin?
Yeah. He keeps saying touch. Maybe people should touch both at the same time, and maybe they need to be touched and touch, 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 touch. And he's being pushy, and I'm not trusting him right now. I don't know why, but it's not. I don't like his being pushy about it.
Veldrin's not pushy. I don't think.
Well, he's being pushy right now.
He's merely suggested. Also, Gumdra and Kozik, give me some more Constitution saving throws, please.
Oy.
Doing great.
Well,
Anyway, condition remains.
going to
Doing
say
great.
no touching. I think we back out of here. Maybe it's safer. Hopefully my memory comes back because it's kind of vomit inducing. Only having half of my training.
Veldrin, you wholeheartedly agree. Should definitely do whatever the party is saying as a willing and agreeable participant.
All right.
I don't like that. As a player.
And the real Veldrin, they're just like trapped in that crystal watching all this go down, but unable to communicate.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine screaming
That
into the
sucks.
void as you're seeing
Oh.
everything happen.
Oh, it's awful. That's just
All right.
awful.
Someone grab Gundra. I'm not trying. And she grabs Kozak by his big ol'
All right,
armor
I've got her.
scruffs. And she's
I've got
dragging.
Gumdra.
I can't, well, help. So, I'll be heading out.
And so she's gonna have them make a statistical retreat. Like out into the library.
I'm taking Gumdra with me.
So just move to where you'll be, and then Gundra, you should be able to just move your token to wherever they are. Somewhere adjacent. Someone close the door with Opal still in there. That was funny.
Don't close the door.
No, nobody did. It's fine.
That would have been funny.
She'll let Kozak go and then sit down like head in hands. This is not good. I guess it's fair punishment, but also not good.
Oh, that's not good at all. I can't. I don't know what to do. How to help them. That's
I mean,
just. I don't like that feeling.
they're probably not poisoned. I guess, hopefully, Gumdra. If they wake up, it means that ideally some of these conditions are temporary. If they're not, oh wait, that stupid staff, that staff. And then she'll rifle through her bag with the genuine impression that she definitely might have forgotten that it was there.
Burp.
She has a thing of prayer beads.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have a single greater restoration on there.
They update that?
I do not have anything to aid with the situation those two are in. Unfortunately.
And
Their situation is
through
their own.
Veldrin, everybody walked out of the room, leaving you just in here,
In a
alone,
crystal.
in a crystal. But your doppelganger probably would crack open a book, take a seat, start to settle down. Maybe with the looking for answers of what's going on through text
Oh, from the cursed books?
or mini book. Veldrin seems to be trying to find answers. Perhaps through text. And so I guess the question is, what are you guys trying to do at this point? I know Zed's sort of just been following Actually, if anything, Zed's kind of being sus. He walked in, hasn't said anything. You guys left, and he just followed out.
Neovar is going through her book because if not, even though her mind has been fucked up, she has kept a diligent journal of all this time for many, many years at this point. So she's trying to like go through her journal and her magic stuff to see if she has, an answer to how to fix this.
So, all right. So you're going through journals. Belgium's going through journals. What's Opal doing?
So trying to fix her arm.
All right. Busting out
I'm
some tools.
Oh, yeah. What do you want me rolling with? Smith's tools.
So yeah, we'll go with that. Structural damage. We'll do that this time. But that's gonna take you a good bit because,
One-handed.
And so what's Sari doing? Performing CPR on Gumdra. But Sari, step away.
I think Sari.
Oh, Sari stepped away. All right. So what's Zed doing? You've walked in, seen people freak out, and walked out. And there are people unconscious, people trying to fix themselves, people looking for answers.
He's kind of at a loss. He's not really. I don't know. He has nothing to go off of.
I mean, Veldrin did say you can go touch. People should touch crystals. I'd say that's a pretty big thing to go off of.
Yeah, well, not after watching everybody else do it and have negative reactions.
Except him.
Yeah, he went and touched
He's
two of
fine.
them.
Smiley face heart emoji. He's okay.
He's vouching that 2 of them are safe.
Pinky promise. Remove curse. Does anyone know how to cast it? I do, but I can't right now. That asshole. That asshole back there. The other drow. What's his face? Why do I know his name? Why don't I know his why do I know his face and not Mom's? That's so fucked up.
Curses are being annoying. To no one's surprise.
It's probably a curse. The spell remove curse might work.
Speaking of things that need to be removed, Gumdra and Kozik now get to make me a wisdom saving throw.
All right. All right.
And how long are people waiting? Because it's going to take, obviously, it's going to take more than 5 minutes or 10 minutes or even 15 minutes for Opal to do what Opal's got to do. And even then, it's going to be patchwork.
Nevar is chill with waiting until either Kozik or Gumdra wake up. At this point, she's viewing it as half the party is tapped out. She's useless, or not to her usual standard, and 2 of them are passed out. That is 3 of 7.
If we stay unconscious long enough, do we get a short rest?
That's why I'm asking. Are people waiting for a short rest? 'Cause essentially, I'm asking, how long are you guys gonna wait? Because Veldrin's good with waiting indefinitely. If you say we need to take an hour, Veldrin would be down. And if you say you need to take a long one, Veldrin would be down.
If we need to forget this library and just go somewhere else, Veldrin's really down for that.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
That would be horrible.
Opal waits as long as Opal needs to get Opal's arm repaired.
I mean, speaking of OOC, it's like, as opposed to what? Like, you're asking us if we want to wait, but it's.
Well, I mean, you guys could be leaving the library.
Don't know what to do.
Yeah, like you guys could be leaving the library. Like you could head elsewhere. You could go back. Like there's nothing barring your path from returning anywhere. I'm trying to determine if you guys are like, how long are you gonna wait here before you would think something would happen. There are things in motion. Time matters.
I feel like two
Yeah.
of us are unconscious and the rest of us don't know how to wake them up. So we're kind of limited on. We're not just going to leave everybody and go do something else. I like that,
Sending.
You could explore or investigate that room some more, like on your own.
I don't have remove curse, but I have sending prepared. Fuck, I don't know his name though. What is that?
Real
Asshole?
Veldrin remembers his name.
Of course, real Belgian remembers his name. We've been traveling with him though, guys. Who's that asshole drow?
Are you asking? Oh, in character?
Yeah. Uh-huh. I know
Zed.
the answer is me, but also the other asshole drow.
I thought at first you were playing up to the forgetful thing and talking about Veldrin. Yeah, Zed he'd kind of look up and be, you mean Temporalis?
Yes, Temporalis. What do I tell him? Because he can probably, if nothing else, get remove curse. I know we can do that. But okay. Think. We can just destroy all those stupid things, all those crystals.
Veldrin wholeheartedly agrees with that.
Ugh. You're a little too agreeable.
Veldrin
I think
also
we
probably
should
just
just
shrugged.
wait and see if they wake up.
So sitting down for a short, just to see
Yeah,
what
that's
happens in
been-
an hour.
That has been the
Yeah,
plan.
and why are you saying time matters?
You don't know.
Okay.
All right. So you pull away from the door, settle down for, the time it would normally take to, do some light recuperation, heal wounds, bandage up, etc., etc. So within an hour, Opal, you would not be able to fully repair your arm, but it is functional. It's going to take way more than an hour to repair the damage that's been done. So if you use basically anything that requires you to use your left arm will be at disadvantage, as opposed to just not being able to use it at all. Um, yeah, especially with the check of 12.
This is serviceable.
Let's see. And Kozik and Gumdra, while you were unconscious, you were effectively tormented by nightmare. The worst case scenarios that could happen to you. Gumdra, for you it would have been crowds of people booing at you as you try
Yeah,
and
I lose all my
perform.
clout.
Yep, all of your clout's gone. All of your power
My
and
cousins,
influence
they
gone.
disappear.
They turn their backs on you and walk away and fade into the distance.
My new 6 best friends, Kozik, Niavara, Opal, Sari, Beldrin, said they don't want anything to do with me anymore. They used to idolize me before then.
And
Stuff of nightmares.
yep, the worst possible nightmares for you. And Kozik, in your situation, well, which is interestingly enough, because you've kind of been through this before, but disappointment by the Dark Lady herself, her casting you out, her taking back all blessings and prowess that was granted to you. It's different from before, though. Before, like, you've been severed, like, not necessarily her withdrawing, but kind of like a power cord getting cut. These the nightmares you endure are of her being so utterly disappointed in everything that you have done that she withdraws the power, leaving you just as a husk, just a normal dwarf, no power, no influence, no nobility, nothing to say, and leaving you basically like, imagine like you're in the desert now, whereas once you were in a vibrant crystalline throne room, and she retracts everything that you had been given and simply leaves you out. You blink, and then the next thing you know, you're in the desert, tumbleweeds, the sun beating against your skin. You're hungry, you're thirsty, but and you call out, and there's just silence, silence in the wind. Veldrin,
Ugh.
you are still in that crystal, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awful. That is awful. That's like claustrophobia nightmare on steroids. What about the doppelganger?
It's still a
He's still
doppelganger.
out there. What about Niavara?
Niavara, you can give me another intelligence saving throw during this short rest. Is that your final answer?
Does anyone have
Oh, I wish I
um
did, honey.
You could use my inspiration.
thank you. I will remember your kindness. Haha!
Yes. 2 master numbers. All right.
All of your memories come back slowly over the course of an hour. Well, I guess
It's
the
the
amount
reading
of
the
them
book.
quickly, but over the course of the hour, faces come back to you, names return, events fill in the gaps of the void once again.
Oh man. Okay. So that was not pleasant. And she'll sort of sit there, crisscross her legs. Curse goes away. she writes in her book. After some time. Not pleasant.
So am I awake now?
Yes.
Okay. So right, I'm rubbing the sleep from my eyes, and I wish I felt more rested, but oh. And I explain to whomever that yeah, about how I touched the crystal, and then immediately everything went dark, and I seemed to, even myself, like, disappeared, and everything was blackness, but there was then nightmares. Like, it was really terrible.
Oh, that sounds awful.
If you think that sounds awful, you wouldn't want to endure what I just went through. Let's just say it's beyond words.
Yeah.
Poor Gumdrow.
I thought maybe touching it with the light, because it was sucking up all the light in the room. I thought I'll just touch it with this light and it'll be all right. And it wasn't.
You'd think that.
What happened to you? Your arm's all, I was
Broken.
gonna say fucked up. Mm-hmm.
I touched a different crystal. This is what it did to me.
Maybe we ought to just leave him crystals alone then.
Probably a good idea. Unless this is some weird, messed up puzzle.
Kozik, aren't
Yeah,
you still being
I'm
drawn
sure,
in there
yeah.
to him?
Yes, he is.
Yes, I have to say that I am.
Well-
We have to solve the mystery of this crazy crystal.
If this is what we were looking for, then if we found it, now what do we do?
What do you mean, what we were looking for?
Kozik's been trying to find this black diamond for, well, weeks now.
Oh, oh, right. Oh, we're thinking that's the black diamond.
It's the closest thing that we've come across, yeah?
I seem to be drawn to it as if by some sort of magnetism or something. I just I feel
Hey,
like
if
this
you want to touch it,
is
be my guest.
quite important.
You think
Well,
there's
maybe it won't
significance of it
affect you.
with it being in the middle?
Yeah, I think so. And yeah, maybe those 4 crystals on the corners control the, I don't know, control the crystal somehow. Maybe if we can use that, it's like a key to turn it off.
Mm-hmm. Or disable them somehow, maybe.
Maybe it'll affect you differently if you're feeling a special connection with it. And maybe when you touch it, maybe you'll have some kind of connection or control or something. Because I don't think anyone else felt the connection like you're feeling. Are you willing to risk getting a? Oh no, wait, you already went unconscious. Sorry, never mind.
He was
I
the
was
first one to
thinking
touch it,
maybe
yeah.
it would be different for you, but I'm sorry, my brain fart. Sorry.
I guess as Kozik was saying all this, and he mentions like turning this on in some way or something. Zed's gonna remember that he's got this key, and so he's
Ooh.
gonna take this key off of an and he'll walk over and like hand it to Kozik. He's like, Shaw carry this around and was apparently supposed to free someone or something. I
Uh,
don't know when or where to use it, but
This seems like
the astral
it seems
plane,
like we
right?
might
Some
be
guy in the
close.
astral plane. Some guy in the astral plane. That's where we're going to try to find the astral ships.
But yeah, he'd hand it over to Kozik.
Okay, I'll take it. Well, you remember how was this not the same key that was absorbed by those stone figures in that field that time?
Well, I believe we thought it was. I think little one actually snagged it before they got it.
Well, we got it back. Maybe if I approach the diamond in the center, the crystal in the center, with this key, something will happen.
All right.
Maybe I don't need to physically touch the crystal.
Veldrin?
Worth a
Ideas?
try.
What is the goal that we're like? What are we trying to figure out now?
Well, we're trying to figure out the power of this crystal.
Now, didn't y'all have to do like teamwork before with those columns or pillars or whatever they was, and you all had to touch them at the same time to open the
This
door?
isn't it. It's not it.
But it could be
She shakes her
similar,
head.
right? Couldn't we all be
No.
touching the crystals at the same time? And
Highly unlikely. And she'll rub her eyes.
Not with all that. All those
The
things
bottom
that
one
happened.
has a curse that removes your memories.
I have a feeling that we should get rid of it.
Uh-huh.
that's a good idea. We could just trash them.
Yes.
No, no, I don't think so. Let's find
Veldrin's
out
gonna
with
gesture for Gumdra to follow him.
Kozik with the key. Where he was going to try something.
You're on top of
Come on,
Neovara.
Kozik.
Where's the door cubed?
Well, if they want to,
That's right.
if they would
I'll
like
open
to
it.
try here, then
There. Pretty much in front of Kozik.
Okay. And then Veldrin leads her to the top right corner.
My God.
You said nothing happened over here?
Nothing
Why are you-
happened, but I do think we need to get rid of it.
Why are you so interested in this specific one? Why don't you go destroy the pain one? You said nothing happened with this one.
I have a feeling we need to start here.
I'm gonna choke up on my staff like a baseball bat. So you mean like pinata style? We want to bust it open?
I don't think we
Yes.
should be destroying anything right now. I
I
don't
think we
that.
should be.
That's really unusual of you, Veldrin.
He seems pretty sensible, though.
He seems like he's gone nuts. He's saying all kinds of things that Veldrin wouldn't say. It's violent and goodness gracious. As a
It is
matter of
bad
fact,
place.
he's been acting very strange since he touched that crystal, and he wants to kill it and destroy it really bad. So I'm thinking it's not a good idea.
Why don't you just touch it, Veldrin?
Yeah, if it doesn't do anything, touch it.
With your hand.
Veldrin does just that. Nothing seems to happen.
Oh,
See, nothing bad's happening.
Yeah, that doesn't mean we should destroy it. Listen, destroying things means that we can't use mechanisms later on. If we don't understand
but
it, we shouldn't get rid of it.
not yet anyway. We should figure out what's happening here.
I think it'd be safer if we got rid of it.
Again.
That's just not. I don't understand you, Veldrin. I've never heard you
Very-
talk like this.
Well, take it easy on him. He's just coming up with ideas.
The same idea over and over and over.
Well, we had the same idea of touching things, and that didn't work out for us.
I think destroying them is a bit different.
Neovara is going to go ahead and reach out to touch this crystal as well.
All right, so you reach out.
Uh,
Give me a charisma
Uh-oh.
saving throw.
Come on, you.
I don't like that.
No.
As you
I
shouldn't.
can't take it back.
So, roll me a d100. Fortunate. Inverted rolls today. So as you touch it, there is a familiar sense to it. And as you do, so Veldrin, you from inside the crystal see Neavara reaching out towards it, and much like calling into the void, saying, trying to tell her not to, like, no, stop, don't do it. She can't hear you. She can't see you. She can't perceive you. And it's almost like you're reaching your hand out trying to stop her to do it from doing it, but you are powerless to do so, as she does.
Oh, that's a nightmare.
And as per an interesting circumstance, Veldrin, you find yourself snapped back into your body, but Neavara, you find yourself in the crystal, looking outward.
But now Veldrin will know what happened.
Veldrin is rounding on the Neavara doppelganger.
Neavara's doppelganger is like, whoa, 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 whoa. I thought you said
can't
nothing happened.
lie to me. You can't lie to me, and no one else here. Do not believe her. You touch that crystal and you go inside of it, and then Neavara is in there. Whatever this is not her.
Were you just
Because
in
whatever
there?
was in me was not me. I was in there.
You were in there.
I was in there, and now Neavara is.
Oh no!
What, you just gonna believe
On
him just
Earth.
like that? You've already been saying he's
Literally.
been acting weird for an hour, and now he's saying he lives in a crystal and he wants to attack his sister.
My
Well,
God.
he's not saying we should destroy the crystal anymore, is he?
It's not the first time he's wanted
Veldrin,
to
do we need to
attack
be
It's
it.
probably
destroying
going to
this?
tell us to destroy the crystals or do something with them.
Well, yeah,
It wanted to destroy the crystal when I was in there because it would destroy me and then it would be out here forever. It wanted to leave when you suggested to leave.
now. This
What
is a
happened
bleeding
when
change
you're
of
in there?
heart.
Tell us about this.
You're just in the crystal. You can see, but you can't speak. No one can hear you.
That's a pretty big tall tale. Pretty unusual, I have to say, from all the other effects that we've talked about.
Oh,
It is a whole lot different than just being put to sleep or having a little shock of pain.
Or losing your memories. That was pretty unpleasant.
And Miss Neahandra seems like herself, don't she?
Well, thank you, Gumdrow.
It's going to appear like whoever it is as much as it can.
It's rather rude of you. Insensitive.
So
wow, there's something going on here. I don't.
Like I said, he's been acting weird.
No, but he's completely changed his story. He wanted to destroy all the crystals, and now he's telling us that he was stuck in the crystal, and I believe him. And then you're suddenly just like completely uninterested in figuring everything out, and you wanted to like figure it all out and what it's about and what's it mean,
Whoa.
and now
Who
you're
said-
questioning
Gumdra.
Veldrin.
Gumdra,
yeah, huh?
you touch it and see if Neavara pops out.
Well, wouldn't then that make Gumdra go in?
I'm
She's
just
the
gonna
one
reach
that
her
doesn't
hand out and touch the
believe.
crystal.
Give me a charisma saving throw.
She
And a
just wants to
D100.
be useful.
So sweet.
She wants
Oh
to
my
be-
god.
Oh,
No D100 needed.
Oh, okay.
So, Gumdra, you also find yourself in a very similar situation. And now you're standing in the void, staring at your own body. But now you're in there with Niavara.
Oh no,
Oh.
Nivar didn't pop out? Shit.
And Niavara inside the bubble is like, well, this is not good. Niavara
Yeah,
outside the bubble
hmm
is like, see, Veldrin, I don't know what you're on, man.
Inside the bubble, I think it would be like, what? I guess I trusted the wrong drow because now I'm stuck in here. This don't make no sense. And then on the outside, did nothing happen when I touched it. I don't know what he's talking about.
Wait,
Veldrin's
aren't
just
you
gonna
stuck
look at
inside?
Sorry.
Oh, I see, I see.
Veldrin's gonna look at Sorry and like you can tell that he's like about to lose it.
What's that face for, Vel?
I think we should listen to Veldrin. He's making some sense to me.
I think
can
you're the
just-
only one he's making sense to.
Don't say that too fast, Gumdra. You were just gung-ho with them.
When?
Just now. I'm not saying that we should have gone through with this plans to destroy the crystals or whatever. I'm more just saying, like, this whole thing about the crystals being, you know, some sort of arcane object that sucks people's souls. How ridiculous. Compared
Alright,
to everything else.
now you're not yourself at all.
Well, if you can believe something, just know that I run with very important people that I call cousins, and they've got all kinds of nerds that love book reading and stuff, and ain't never heard of no crystal that sucked the soul out of nobody, like what Veldrin's saying.
Veldrin, talk to us.
Why would it suck his soul but not mine or hers?
Well, that remains to be seen, doesn't it? Veldrin, will you talk to us, mate?
What about? I told you what it is.
Tell us some more because they're not listening.
Of course not. They have a goal that
Because
I don't know what the goal is. It was okay. It wanted you guys to touch it at first, and then it wanted you guys to destroy it. It wanted to leave here. I don't. I think it wants to be stuck out here.
I've always
But
said,
do-
though, no
do
one
you
likes to
think
be stuck in something.
are Niavara and do you think Niavara and Gumdra are themselves or not?
No, they're probably
Niavara,
in the crystal.
where,
The real
Niavara,
ones.
where is your
So
brother?
who's with us?
I don't know.
Niavara,
do you-
where's your brother now?
He's right there. She points over to Veldrin.
And Veldrin, where is your sister currently?
In the crystal.
Hmm.
Where I was before I came out. And whatever was in me
Seems-
is not me.
Mr. Kozik, you seem to be one trig Cully. You could probably think our way out of this. And this is like the first time she's got your name right, by the way.
Well, I think that if some members of our party are in the crystal, now we have even more incentive to see if we can get them out. See if we can solve this thing.
If
And
you
who are
destroy
these
it.
people that who are these people that are with us acting like our friends if they're in the crystal? Who are you people? And what is it you want? And why
Again, this
won't
is a lot of
give us our friends
accusations.
back?
It's a lot of really strong accusations. I'm clearly your friend Niavara.
It's kind of
Oh,
hurtful if you
you're
think about it.
definitely
You're
not my friend, Niavara. If you just said that you're my friend, that's not Niavara. I'm sorry, you're not her. She never would have called me her friend.
He
Okay.
literally corrected you earlier in the day, saying that friend was not the word.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's because I have something called a double standard. I can say it for funsies. You can't.
Makes sense to me.
Eldrin's gonna pull Sorry to the side.
I completely believe you. I I completely believe you. They're just not. Niamhara's not herself. And then Gumdra is agreeing with everything she says. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Uh, what are these people, and how the hell do we get Niamhara and Gumdra back out?
Sorry. Everything so far has led me to believe that this is in some way containing Kozik's Dark Lady.
What makes you believe that? You said everything's led you to believe that.
At a moment like this, I choke and I can't recall all of those things that led me to making that conclusion.
All right, just pretend I didn't ask the question.
You're just gonna have to trust.
I trust you.
I had a
Oh.
vision earlier where I had seen myself embedded with chains. And he points to the crystal that's embedded with chains. And I got the feeling that what I was seeing wasn't actually myself, but someone else, and I was seeing me in their place.
When you were inside the crystal.
No, this was earlier. Before I had touched a book. And
Oh, before this happened.
yes. And now we're in a room with a crystal embedded with chains.
Oh, wow.
So there is
You had a
someone.
premonition.
Yes, there is someone or something inside of there that has been put there for some reason. And I
Are you saying
believe
they're
it's
messing
Kozik's
with
Dark
us?
Lady. She is Fae, is she not?
Well, right. I won't take offense at that statement. What are we gonna do, Veldrin? How are we gonna get Niamhara and Gumdra out of there? And what are we gonna do about these two? They're just full of lies and deception.
You take some
That's the
offense to
thing.
this. I'll
What
let
did
you
you
feel
say?
confident.
What'd you say, Niamhara?
I said I'm taking some offense to your conversation. I am.
He pulled her aside. Like, he's like,
Yeah.
I'm not letting you guys listen to this right now. This is me and
This is a
me and
private
Sorry.
conversation.
I know.
I would like to pull Zed and Opal to the side so we can also have a private conversation that they can't hear. And it's just gonna be like, I think we should just go. If I say break a crystal, they say no, don't do it. You're brainwashed. If I say save the crystal, they say no, don't do it. You're brainwashed. If I say just leave them alone, like nothing I say or do is gonna convince them no how. So maybe it's best we just leave it.
Well, I mean, if what Veldrin's saying is true and Niamhara's in there, then we have a whole conundrum, don't we?
I mean,
Do you think she's
yeah.
in there?
Yeah,
It
Opal.
seems a little far
Hey,
fetched, but if she
Niamhara,
is,
tell us a total truth that would totally be real and honest.
Here, ask her a question about what it was like growing up so Veldrin can
hey, I
verify.
thought we were
I
whispering
don't.
over here.
We're not.
No,
We ain't
this is
whispering
me
shit.
throwing a bone.
No, it's simple, really. You know what? Sure, Niamhara, how was growing up with Veldrin?
All right. TBC. Yeah. Niamhara, the doppelganger, knows everything about
Right.
Niamhara's in her mind, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, it wasn't the best of times, but it wasn't the worst of times. It's how I became me. Obviously. I thought I've like, dropped enough little sprinkles over the course of our time together, Opal.
Veldrin. Feedback.
She answered it like a church leader.
That
Aren't I?
tells me nothing.
Well, it's obvious these folks know everything about. I think it's not whether they can answer personal information, but notice that Gumdra now wants to leave and leave it all behind, and that's what the one that had Vildren was trying to do, either destroy the crystals or leave and get out of here. And it's when they start talking like that, really makes me think it's not them.
See, I
Well,
can't win for losing. I mentioned one thing, then I go the polar
Exactly.
opposite, and no matter what I
Here,
say, you're
wait.
gonna disagree with it.
Sorry,
Veldrin's
I
gonna
have
sit down. He's gonna
sorry,
sit down, and I will not leave.
okay.
sorry, I have a question.
Yeah.
Has Gumdra touched the crystal?
Yes, she
That's-
did.
and
Barely for 2 seconds, and nothing happened.
hey,
Yeah,
Gumdra, what's your opinion of yourself?
I don't want to brag, but I'm kind of a big deal. People know me. I got
I
many leather-bound books. I could go on.
I think Gumdra's okay.
I don't think so because she started saying, let's
That
just
proved
leave
it.
it all. Come on, let's go, let's go. And a
You
minute
know what?
ago, she's saying we have to come in here and destroy them all. And that's
All right.
just what happened with Niavara. She'd want, no, I don't. I believe Veldrin. I'm standing with Veldrin.
I'm gonna walk to Veldrin, and I'm just gonna sit down like cross-legged next to him. Like, okay, if you're staying, I'm staying. We're teamwork makes the dream work. You just tell me what you need me to do.
He's not gonna look at her.
Typical.
I don't know if that's.
You know what? I could use another hour. Sure, I'll sit down.
I
Well,
didn't come out the last time we waited. Waiting isn't going to fix anything because that's all it can do is wait.
Well, what are we going to do if we
Yeah.
And
touch it?
you
Because
and I
it
do
already
have
has two of us. So if we touch it, maybe they come out, or maybe another one of us goes in.
a genuine question. First, what's gonna make that? What's putting another one of us in there gonna do?
I
First,
don't know.
and
There's
second,
then
how are
there's
we
then
so
3 of
absolutely
us
certain
instead
that
of 6.
Niavara has been yanked?
Sorry,
In
say
the
that again.
hypothetical world where you guys are right. Sorry, Opal.
Opal, before, when I was in the crystal, it was just me. And then when Niavara went into the crystal, I came out.
All right. Let's all
But
just
then
think about
when
this for a
Gumdra
sec.
touched it, when Gumdra
Why?
touched it, Niavara didn't come out.
No, I think something went wrong.
What was you saying, Mr. Zed? Why something?
So let's just think about what everyone's saying here. At first, Veldrin touched the crystal, said it did nothing, which is exactly what Niavara and Gumdra have both said.
Exactly.
Now, between that, Veldrin has now said they were stuck inside the crystal, watching all of us, watching everything that had happened, and couldn't do anything from inside. And now, all of a sudden, are telling us that they were stuck in the crystal, and that's what had happened, and that they're now no longer stuck in the crystal.
No one said that. No, they're still stuck.
You're not following me.
Okay.
So, if, hypothetically, nothing happened to Niavara and Gumdra, then why
Okay.
aren't they concerned about what did happen to Veldrin?
All right. That's a good point.
Well, I'll right myself by saying that I, of course, am concerned about my brother. On the other hand, he immediately started accusing me of being something I'm not. So the defensiveness did overwhelm me for a second there.
Oh, and I will be honest, that's not too out of the ordinary for Veldrin, so I think Veldrin's back. Paranoia.
What's it going
I
to
mean.
take to convince y'all? I could touch it again. Would that make it better?
No.
You
Please
can
do
touch
not
it
touch
again,
the
and
body.
nothing
I
will
think
happen.
I think
No,
so far
what if I?
touching
Mhm.
anything in this room has resulted in the negativity.
I touched
That's
it a
for
second
sure.
time while the doppelganger was in me. Nothing happened. It won't prove anything for
That just seems
Neovara
really
or Gumdrum
convenient,
to touch.
don't it? That no matter what I do, I can't convince. I can't touch it. I can't destroy it. Can't walk away. Okay.
What are you trying to convince us of? Because
Exactly.
That I'm
for
of
the last
sound mind.
for the last hour, you weren't of sound mind because you were asleep on the fucking floor for touching that crystal. But now you're all of a sudden just saying that this one does nothing. Okay, well, let's say everything you're saying is true. That one put you to sleep for an hour.
Yep.
That one almost took Opal's arm off. That one made Neovara forget half the things that she knows. This one conveniently does nothing. What
Yeah.
sense does that make? And in what world should we buy into that? I'm
Mhm.
very convinced that pretty much everything that we've touched for the last day has had some sort of magical inclination.
Probably.
All the books out
Uh,
there have weird glyphs on them that none of us can read, but they're filled with emotion. We were just touching pillars that overwhelmed us with emotions that we then couldn't control. Now, all of a sudden, we get to the epicenter of all of this. And you're telling me that that crystal in a room of crystals that do all sorts of wondrous things just does nothing. I don't buy it.
Well, okay. I don't have evidence that it
Exactly.
does nothing. How about it's nothing of my knowledge that has changed? Maybe all my organs have turned green and purple on the inside, and I just don't have privy to that information. And then I'm gonna lick my hand and I'm gonna slap it on the crystal and be like, "See, nothing." And I tap it like 5 times in a row. Nothing, 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 nothing's happening. There's no
Already
You know
danger.
said that
Why?
There's
that's
no
what was
lights
going to
going on and
happen.
off.
Why are you so attached to making
or
sure that we feel that nothing is happening with this? Methinks you do protest too much, mate.
hey,
I think. Mhm.
guys, I also have another hypothesis. What
Mhm.
if all of us
What do
touching
you
different
believe,
crystals?
Veldrin?
What if all of us touching the different crystals just, Neovara might not be in the crystal. Maybe
I did have the
Neovara touching
feeling
Neovara
originally
touching.
that we should all touch crystals.
All right, I'm following Veldrin's lead, absolutely.
And
When I
At the
came
same
out
time,
originally, I was telling people to touch it, and Sari was like, "Why are you telling people to touch it?"
Yeah. You were I'll just be real. Kind of going crazy. You
all
were
right,
too, a little bit.
that's enough, because if Veldrin says now we should touch it and you say he's going crazy, then now I think Veldrin's onto something.
I do too. I'm with Beldrin. Whatever he says goes.
Well, that's confusing.
So I still have this onyx key in my hand, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because
Well, as this is spiraling into chaos and deliberation, I'm gonna approach the crystal with this key.
And as you get closer and closer to it, whispers in the back of your mind.
Hmm?
They aren't words, just whispers.
A cerceration. This is strange. Okay. Do I see any sort of alteration in the face of the crystal?
You can give me an arcana.
Okay.
Physically,
2.
no. But something about this key and this crystal is some kind of weird interaction. Almost like two opposing forces trying to get near each other. perhaps 2 different wavelengths of arcane energy. You know, kind of the parallels between necromancy and or yeah, basically light and dark kind of situation. Different polarities.
So I
There we
don't
go.
feel like there's so I don't feel like there's an attraction, but like a resistance.
Correct. 2 magnets
Ugh,
of
that's
similar polarity, but that doesn't quite.
that's not what I expected.
But do you push forward through it?
Yeah, I feel like I have to. I mean, there's part of me that's certainly I'm doing this because our teammates are in there, and like this seems like the best way to get them out. But also there's another part of me that feels like there's, I don't know, there may be a greater glory involved in this. Maybe something larger than all of us. So I push forward with it.
And you can give me a perception as the whispers grow louder and you hear the words, the key.
Key, that sounds ominous. Okay, but I'm like, okay. Yes, this probably is a key. I mean, that's why I'm doing this. Okay.
Okay. So the only thing that you can notice, even with the 7, but there's not much else that comes from that, you would notice a very thin wisp of shadow. Kind of, it's as everybody's arguing in the background. So like, imagine in a movie the camera's focused on you, but you can hear the deliberation and uncertainty of the party, like the arguing in the background, and it kind of dims and kind of becomes muffled in the background as you see a thin wisp of shadow just seeming like it's traveling along the floor and in the general direction of where Opal, Niavara, and Zed are. But you don't see it connect. You only see it just like a little bit, but only on account of you being so close to this thing and feeling this attraction. Almost as if being granted a sight beyond sight. And maybe having something to do with, your patron. I'm not sure if you want to do anything in regards to that observation or continue forward.
So I guess I warn them, or I said, do you guys see that? Do you guys see a sort of seeping darkness?
They would not.
Yeah.
But
That
would
was
notice.
crazy. And he didn't even touch it.
Zed, you can give me a perception, I suppose.
All right.
Zed probably would be the only one.
All right.
Oh,
Nice.
very nice.
All right. So you
Only
would
getting
notice.
inspiration.
Yeah. So you would notice something weird, some weird motion in like the shadows of the room, which, like I said, this room, there is like torchlight that flickers through, so there's like, the light flickers a little bit, but it is a little more dim in here. So, and you would notice this very thin, almost like needlepoint thin, like little tiny bit of like shadow that kind of dances awkwardly, and it just kind of seems like it's outstretching towards you, but with a natural 20, you're unsure if it is stretching towards you or if it's stretching towards little one, because it's kind of rising off the ground as opposed to following the ground. but it's very barely noticeable. And I mean, the fact that you even see it is sheer stroke of luck.
Am I able to notice what the shadow's connected to?
The crystal itself, it's in the shadow of the crystal.
Yeah, I don't really know what to do with that, but except continue on and try to connect this obsidian key with the crystal itself.
Yeah, I guess Zed will keep an eye on this shadow, and if it gets, he's not gonna let it get close enough to touch him, so he would start to back away if it got too close, like out of the room, if he needed to.
Out into the shadowy part behind you.
Mm-hmm.
It tried to chain you up before.
Lesser of two evils.
Or the same evil of two parts. Anyway, so as Kozik is doing this, the totally real and totally not doppelgangers also notice this with great interest. They're not stopping you. They're actually legitimately interested. And this is like, as they're arguing, like they just suddenly stop talking and just notice what's going on.
I'd say, since I'm still like seated next to Veldrin, I'm gonna like turn, like I'm gonna put my hands on the floor, turn myself to pivot to look exactly at Kozik, and I'm gonna do that thing where I take like both my palms, like palm down my hands, and tuck it underneath my chin, and I'm just like staring with total like fascination / adoration, maybe.
All right. So as it gets closer, so does the shadow towards Zed. So you would definitely be in a situation where you have to back out at this point. And we'll just keep with your perception of the nat 20. You see the shadow, the needlepoint shadow, sink back into the ground, following the natural formation, the natural forming shadows of the room, but still coming towards you as if like a snake that was rearing its head up. You backed away and it lowered itself back into the grass and still slithering towards you. And at that point, you can't help but feel something poking into your side, but it is at that exact same moment that you feel that the key touches the crystal. And Kozik, I'm going to need you to make me a wisdom saving throw
Okay, I've got this.
to start. Okay,
All right.
that's phase 1. So as you touch this thing, the resistance gets so intense that when you finally do touch it, it's almost like it's like you connected a circuit, and you're basically grounding an electrical charge as you feel some kind of energy flow through you. And then in your circumstance, that would be our warlock. You can give me a charisma saving throw.
Okay, no problem.
I love it when you say that.
Yeah.
He's a warlock. He's got it.
You could still roll shitty. We've learned that with all the nat ones
Absolutely,
last
all
time.
the time, yeah.
So with a modded 20, you feel as if there is another presence here As soon as you touch this circuit, it's like you've opened the door into somebody's house. And it's almost like somebody's trying to make their way out, but you're blocking the doorway.
Who is
And
it?
then, fucking mosquitoes. Then, as a result of somebody kind of feeling like somebody trying to exit and you're blocking the way, you can give me a. This would be intelligence saving throw with advantage.
Okay, good. Well, yeah, my intelligence not so good. And with advantage. Okay.
Past that. Okay.
Uh-oh.
So let's get rid of
14.
that. Oop. So a 14. You feel as though you're sort of in like this battle of wit, as if you're blocking a doorway, somebody's trying to get out. You know, they're moving to the left, you're moving to the left, they're moving to the right, you're moving to the right.
Ah.
And it kind of seems like somehow in some way, not necessarily physically, but almost like somebody has passed through the doorway. They finally you moved left and they finally moved right, kind of situation. And now the final save, dexterity. As you
Okay,
have
these
this
ones, they sound-
sensation, the crystal shatters.
Wonk.
Well, luckily for you, this one's just damage.
Okay.
Wait, the big crystal that he's standing next to shattered?
Yep. Do-do-do-do-do.
God.
For 14 damage, impaling you with bits of crystal and what have you. However, there's something else that occurs. The chains that were holding this fall to the ground, as there is nothing for it to, essentially hold up anymore. And we will start with the top left. I mean, it's a coin flip, so I could just D4 it. Okay, and then the top right. Okay, and then the bottom left. Then bottom right. Okay, so,
Wow, you got all 4 of them.
yup. So that was top left, was a 3. That one's intact. On the right, 1 destroyed. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the crystal at the top right, also like you see the chains fall limp, but it's almost like you're watching a cascade as each link of the chain kind of it has like a small explosion and they crack and break link by link, and you would notice the one on the top right and the bottom left shatter. The other two are still kind of chained and suspended to the wall. And as far as the doppelgangers, please hold.
They go bye-bye.
Wishful
They're
thinking.
I hope
permanent,
so.
here to stay.
I hope they're gone.
The original and the doppelganger have to fight to the death now. Ooh.
Haha. Or
Gumdra,
worse. You don't know.
Yavara.
We'll just have to accept whichever one wins. I mean,
So Gumdra and Niavara, those in the crystal, come a tumbling out,
No
but you also
shit.
see yourselves standing in the room.
Oh, new bodies. Wow.
Veldrin jumps up and he grabs real Neovara because he's like, I saw you come out of the goddamn crystal.
Okay. Ow, fuck. Ah! This is so much bodily contact.
He's just trying to make sure we know it's you. Somebody grab the real Gumdra. I'll grab the real Gumdra.
Both Gumdras raise their hand at the same time and say, I'm the real Gumdra.
Oh, I know you're not. I know who came out of that crystal. And this is the real Gumdra.
Neovara digs through her pockets. Does she have her symbols?
Yeah, you have all your stuff. Nothing was taken.
Do both of them have those?
They do.
Damn it.
There's nothing this one knows or has that you don't know too.
Well, isn't that just a pickle?
Does that mean we gotta be enemies, though? We could team up and be doubly famous. Could you imagine 2 Gumdra Gumdras?
I think there's already 2 of them in the name.
That's too much to bear, almost.
Which one is saying that, by the way?
The one that's being held by Sorry.
The real one.
Because I feel like the real Gumdra, it would be interesting that she would be all happy that she just got trapped inside this crystal and that there's a fake version of her parading around.
Yeah,
She
this
could
one
be
was
cool with
gonna
that, though.
steal all her fame.
Ooh, do you say this out loud?
Here,
I think that,
Veldrin would like
yeah, that's why I was
smile
asking.
a little
Yeah.
bit and like look at the 2 of them and be like, he'll look at the one that Sari's holding. That one was trying to steal your thunder. She wanted to keep you trapped in there.
Her whole face like drops at that. It was sunshine and rainbows, and now there's 2 of us, and thinking about the performances they could put on in the big city, and now it's like this one's trying to take all of it away from her. So she tightens her grip up on her staff. She's like, all right, let's beat this bitch's ass.
Hold my weave. So you say let's beat this bitch's ass.
Mm-hmm.
Doppelganger just walks up to you with open arms. Wouldn't be the first time you killed somebody in cold blood.
We don't talk about that.
Talk about what? That's
Nothing. It's just, she's evil. She came from a crystal. She's talking all kinds of nonsense. We need to put her out of her misery.
Just like you did to those folks back in the house.
Uh-oh.
Neovara, you got me on this one, right? You got an evil one over there too.
Not the only evil one she has.
Which I'm picking shards out of my hands here as I held them up as the crystal
This
shattered.
is the second
I say, which
evil
one's the evil
Neovara.
one?
The real evil Neovara, please stand up.
Wow. Everybody knows that was a misunderstanding anyhow, and it don't count.
Neovara
Dead
is
bodies
going
ain't telling tales.
to take a step to this way.
What? She's
I
just
know
trying to
you-
trick y'all with all her words, you know.
I know you're trapped in the
Those
crystal
damn
together.
words.
So, what are you?
Gumdra
He was going
Gumdra.
to look at the 2 that were claiming that nothing happened when they touched the crystal.
Oh, I'm just a same as her. Each clone points to their originals.
like she had much claim to that face anyway.
Why
I
were
very
you
much
trying?
claim.
Sorry, two people were talking at once.
Well, do I notice anything? So the crystal has shattered. So there's like pieces of it on
Oh
the
yeah,
floor, and
there's crystal everywhere.
it's strewn about the room, and hopefully people didn't get any in their eyes or anything. But our friends seem to have reappeared, and this is problematic. But is there anything else that happened? Is there anyone else here?
Not that you can see.
Well, there's these two strangers that are not our people. And who are you and what are you doing here and where did you come from and why are you still here?
They simultaneously shrug.
I well, don't act all coy now. You just had motivation for us to leave a moment ago. What are you doing here?
Freedom. Freedom.
Why
I'm
were
not
you
freedom.
trapped?
Probably the same reason that big one's trapped over there. And they
Which
point to the
is
shattered
Oh.
crystal.
Right, of course, because we all know that reason as well.
Oh, well, if you know that reason, then I don't need to tell you. And the Gumdra Gundra clone just crosses her arms and nods knowingly.
Okay, okay. Miss Navarre. How about I say that instead? If you're going to at least, like, take my whole shtick, do something to your body. You have taken a thing that is, capable of being anyone. There is already two of us running around. Me and my twin sister look like anyone else.
That I can do. And she
Be creative.
she changes to look more like your sister. This very minor change. Like, maybe just, or even better. She changes to look like your mother.
Ah,
Why did
Is that
you do
better?
that? Again, infinite possibilities. I'm not asking for me. I'm accepting that you can walk around on your own. I feel a little bit bad about having been locked in the crystal, but if you were locked in there too, that sucks ass. But again, you have infinite possibilities. Make your own body. Look at this. Woo! And she'll alter her facial shape so that she looks like a completely different drow. How amazing is this? You get a kick-ass body. Gunther, don't worry about it. Drow are just weird like this.
I was gonna say, I don't remember you being able to do this before you got into that crystal. Now I'm
Yeah, I know.
thinking that
Drow women
Uh-huh.
are super special, aren't we?
like a nature
the,
check or something I could do to confirm this.
Sure. I mean, the 13's enough. It's not, you know of Drow, and this is
Yeah.
definitely not Drow.
Now I'm gonna cut my eyes with suspicion at you. Maybe what if they're both doppelgangers and this is just an even better trick?
I agree.
Thank you, Gumdra.
No problem, Gumdra.
Quit agreeing with me. They're gonna think we're on the same side.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
Hold
I don't
Sari's
agree with
hand
whatever
tighter.
you just said. Wholeheartedly. Don't agree. And then leans over and does the hand next to her mouth. Do. Because I'm you.
We can't stay in the same room. This ain't gonna work out.
And Niavara finally gives up the ghost and transforms into Inanna. For the simplicity of it all.
You was the one that the avalanche took out.
I did that. That was fine. I'm a changeling. She's a changeling now if she's an exact copy. I guess you could say that I am a form of doppelganger. I don't like
Well,
looking at myself in the mirror, though,
why not?
because it's my face.
That's the opposite of me. I love looking at myself in the mirror.
That's a
Clone
skill issue.
Gundra holds up a mirror for you.
I take a little peek and do like a little smoochy face at myself. Fatal flaw.
One might
Fa-
say a very fatal one.
Vanity.
Disregarding that, I'm going to keep calling you Navarre. Again, I don't care about this. You don't have to, we don't have to fight. We have to do anything. Be in peace. Go on your way. Agents of the Traveler, us both.
And going on your way being the key import in that statement.
Not with
Say
my
no more.
face.
I
Not
do
with
You hear
want to know
footsteps leaving.
who.
No, she's
Hey,
your mom, right?
who's in the crystal?
It was me. I was
No, the
Oh.
big one.
Oh, wait, ma'am. Navarre.
Ma'am.
Who the fuck's in the crystal?
She had already dipped. The second he said you could leave, like that motivation was more than enough for them, or at least yours, to dipperoni and cheese.
You fucking whore. I hope Temporalis. Actually,
Tell him about them.
she's gonna send an immediate sending. Temporalis.
Bitches incoming.
There's a Niavara clone coming your way. Or more accurately, she might not look like me by that point, but it's a doppelganger.
Run!
Grab her ass. She's not getting out of this.
Well, it seems like Navarra's clone's probably gonna get murdered. I'd rather not, cause I got so many shows to play. We gotta make sure we get to Granny Smith's apple winery.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Apple cidery.
Yep, the cidery. I think we should get going.
So did that crystal just really create another one of you?
I
And there's
don't.
really, I mean, or is this real? Are we being completely fucked with by some strange crystalline entity, and they know exactly what they're doing, or does this one even know? I mean, oh my god, my head hurts.
Same.
Well, from how it was acting, it knew exactly what I would act like. And it tried
Right,
really hard.
but then it also knew destroy the crystal or let's leave, or so it like had a different agenda, but it also was you. So I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
what?
I would have also wanted to get the fuck out had I been trapped in there for
No, but
however
you know
knows
what I
long.
mean, and you know what I mean. It wanted to leave you in the crystal. It wanted to destroy it or to get out of here because it wanted to leave you in the crystal so it could take over your life. But does it? So it was aware of that, but it also acts like you. So, oh, I don't know what to think about this creature right here. Gumdra, Gumdra, Gumdra. What are you?
Some type
Same
of
as
fae.
same as her. We're the same. Points to Gumdra.
We are not
You're
the same, not even a
you're
little
not
bit.
you're not the same because you wanted to destroy the crystal when Gumdra was in it, and you knew she was in it. That's not what Gumdra would have done.
Yeah, I want to set him free.
But the crystal did get destroyed, and I did get set free, so it's hard to
Well,
argue that.
the one in the middle got destroyed, but what if she had just destroyed the one in the corner? Would you have gone? Would you have died?
I don't know, but anything's
know.
better than being stuck in there. Ain't that right, Gumdra? Gumdra?
Stop saying the same things I'm saying.
Now she's not liking it so much.
At least pick a different name than Gumdra.
Gumdra, Gumdra, Gumdra?
No. Different syllables.
You be Ardmug. That's Gumdra backwards.
That's horrible.
All right. Anything for you, boss.
Now, I can get along with that if you're calling me boss.
Anytime, boss. Does the finger guns.
Now,
So, I
raise
can
your
go?
hand if you're scared of Ardmug over here slitting our throats in the middle of the night when we're trying to sleep.
Belgian raises his hand.
Or something. Or
So I don't think you
something
can
like
travel
that.
with us.
Absolutely
all right.
not. But just you don't want her out
It's a
there in
little-
the world pretending to be you, do you?
It's a little
No.
weird that you were saying that you were just trapped in that crystal and that you wanted freedom, and now you're claiming anything for you, boss. Like, that seems like a not so free to me.
Yeah, it's
It's a
Just
tactic.
electing to go back into servitude.
well, it's that or y'all's gonna murder me in my sleep. Y'all seem like the real murdering type.
We ain't murdered no one who ain't deserved it.
Yep, tell that to the
Oh.
folks that you already murdered.
That's who I'm speaking for.
See, like the other Niavara, the Navarre, if you will, she totally has the ability to just go fuck off and run. If she has my skill set, oh yeah, we're fucked. She's gone. Unless Temporalis catches her.
So can I go
But
then?
like,
Who's in the big crystal?
I don't know.
come on, you have to give us better than that, girl.
I don't know.
How long were you trapped in the your smaller crystal? Were there originally 2 of you? Or was it just one that got split into 2?
I don't know. I only know
If
everything she
you
knows.
say I don't know one more time, who were you before you was a copy of me? If you was trapped in the crystal, you had to be someone else.
I wish I knew.
We can't kill her just because we don't know what she is.
Well, yeah, she's just a doppelganger. I don't support killing those for obvious reasons. For obvious, self-serving reasons, one might say.
Well, empathetically, I don't like it neither. So what do we do?
I mean, in theory, we could let her go. I've already told Temporalis that there's someone running her way. I don't have another sending spell. But I think we
Anybody got
can't let...
scissors?
Why?
I'm gonna give her a different haircut. One that's so ugly that everybody knows it wouldn't be me.
I think the better thing for you to think about is that she still has your letter for the cider people.
Wait, no, she don't. And I'm gonna pull it out.
Ah, mine also has a copy of all of my things.
Oh dear.
Although a little bit vomit-worthy. That means that we just let another piece of a god run off.
If it even works like that.
If it even works like that, maybe she's gonna die anyway. Rip.
So Clone
Hard
Gun
mug.
just looking towards the door.
I'm so conflicted. I mean, they're real beings now, aren't they? I mean, they're real beings. Ah, God. They've
They were
got their
always...
own bodies and their own nature, and
Although
well,
that
not their
was...
own nature.
technically speaking, Gumdra's original body.
All right. Oh my god, now I'm really fucked up. Shit.
Well, I do love it that people with such tangential relationships to the form struggle this much with the concept of it.
Meanwhile, Kozik's just like
Regardless.
scooping up piles of crystals as this conversation's
I'm a
going on.
little perplexed. It's like they're making reference, weren't they, to like a presence in there, but they don't know anything. But the crystal's destroyed, and our friends got released, but nothing else seems to have happened. I thought something more impressive was going to happen, something grander, but
Well,
huh.
2 new
Well,
people
only-
just got created.
And 2 of the 4 crystals are still up.
Maybe you have to get rid of the other 2.
Oh.
Well, the crystal that appeared to imprison the person that would touch it, well, that place of imprisonment isn't there anymore. So what happens now?
Well, there are still 2 crystals. The only still intact crystals would be the top. Let me look at the number here. So it was the top left and bottom right. So
Should they also be destroyed?
So the clone, seeing that the original's getting upset, is starting to make their way towards the door.
Making her way towards the door with the deed to Granny Smith's.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That's
all
the
right.
problem.
I'm just gonna let her steal her whole life.
I ain't been totally upfront with y'all. Some bad things happened, and we was attacked, me and my cousin. And my cousin accidentally killed that person what attacked us. And so that's why we had to bury it, and he had to go off for months at a time, and I was staying at his place. And this ain't so much a deed as it is an open investigation on those attacks.
Ah. Well, I have a brilliant idea. Given the fact that I don't necessarily believe that your cousin is a thing that exists, why doesn't this person become your cousin?
A cousin is somebody who is a believer, all right? They just follow me and they like to do things for me. Ardmug,
Well-
would you like to be a cousin?
I guess the question is, would you ever want to be a cousin?
If it was to me, yeah.
Then we're in the same boat. And Ardmug starts heading towards the door.
All right, and I'll see you later, cuz.
Yep, anytime, cuz.
She needs a better name.
I really hope that friendship blossoms.
Yeah, I'm concerned it won't, dear.
I'm
We're just
trusting this
gonna
based
let-
on you, and you said that you was a doppelganger originally, and now you're your own person. This is everything I just did was because of you.
No, I'm a changeling, my dear. I copy people all the time normally. I take over their lives. Or I did once upon a time.
Okay, well, it's too late now. Yeah, I thought you was saying that you was born a doppelganger and doppelgangers can change and they can become people of their own. And I was really buying it. I was like, okay, then we need to give this other Gumdra a chance to live.
I mean, technically speaking, that is a description of what happened to me, but that happened to me as a baby. And I did take
Maybe-
over someone's life, and that's why my twin
Oh.
sister is so angry at me all the time. Because I took her life.
Wait, you took your sister's life or you took your sister's sister's life?
I took my sister's place.
On
Niavara
purpose,
took
you were an
place.
infant.
Yes. Niavara was a baby. My sister was a baby.
Those who were flopped.
Yes, they changed places.
I'm kind of agreeing with you, Gumdra, that they deserve a chance at life.
Yeah. My only worry for you, Gumdra, is that my doppelganger, i.e., me, is a person who knows how to lay the fuck low and, isn't sticking around out of, obligation to Veldrin. If she was 100% me, there was no way she would be leaving Veldrin behind.
That's right. And Gumdra, you're going to have
Mhm.
some competition out there. Your Gumdra is going to be Gumdra, and then you're going to be Gumdra, and you're going to get each other in a load of trouble.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Maybe.
This new
Well, you say maybe, but literally the first thing that they said once you came out of the crystal is that you killed someone.
I mean, which one of
Yeah.
us hasn't? I'll
So,
defend Gumdra there.
yeah, but we're not keeping it to ourselves and trying to hide it.
I mean, I don't think Gumdra has either. I think we all figured out really early on that she'd murdered someone in that cabin of hers.
Okay, I know you're trying to make me feel better, but the truth is, none of y'all knew anything about this, and it was a total shock. I read it on your faces when they said it. That's why I was so angry at first. But it's true.
Uh-huh.
Technically, I didn't murder nobody. I was a witness to the murder, but I did hide the body.
Sure.
who is your cousin?
That's whose house you was staying at.
No, the one that committed the murder.
That's the one. That's why they were gone. I let them flee, and I just stayed in their house and said they was gone on vacation.
But who are they?
His name's Max.
Max.
Maximilian Voldemort. He's got a real pretty name. That was months and months ago, though. I just been staying there ever since. And by cousin, I mean, follower, right? Somebody who listens to like my music and my lectures. They like painting pictures of me. Just you've seen them around town, how they just follow me around, asking for autographs. Those kind of
Yeah.
cousins.
Gumdra's that fake one is going to totally take your place. I
She
wish you so much
totally is.
luck.
I don't think she's got the same pizzazz that I do.
Sure.
Okay. I'd love to see that. You two
Yeah.
fight it out later.
Anyway, the other Navarre might go back home to mom. Wouldn't that be funny? She clearly knew who she was.
Oh my
Or she
god.
might just use a changeling body to get around everywhere she wants to.
This is going to
So
come
the,
back to haunt you. I
the
know
Probably.
it.
doppelgangers have just left. They're
Yep,
gone.
they're
now.
gone.
They're
Okay,
gone.
good.
No harm in this. Oh wait, Kozit, you have fucking jewelry? Crystals? Did I get that
Yeah,
right?
I don't know.
My brain just caught on it.
Well, I don't know what to do next. Truth be told, I was expecting to maybe see or feel the presence of the Dark Lady, but alas, there's only silence.
Perhaps your nightmare was a warning. Now that's a thought.
Ugh.
Ooh. What kind of nightmares were they?
Well, being, separated from the warm power of the darkness,
Separated from the
losing
warm. What?
everything.
Oh, I
Um,
see.
but yeah, so should we smash these other crystals or what?
They are
Um,
easily accessible.
The other ones are destroyed.
Two left.
Well, let me step back here. I blast this one in the bottom right corner with an Eldritch Blast.
Damn.
All right. One attack or two?
Oh, let's do 2. I mean, it's a stationary object, but there we go.
All right. So roll me. Hold on. Let's see here. So roll me. Let's just do a d20.
Oh, D20. Okay.
Each Eldritch Blast that hits this crystal, like the energy hits it, and almost like a prism, the color palette refracts all over the room and basically turns the room into like a disco. Basically, light hits it and it splits it into the, red, green, blue, et cetera, et cetera. So it's like you just hit a prism and it's refracting all of that light around the room.
Oh.
Kind of like a diamond or a crystal.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know if I can destroy it that way.
I mean, it's spectacular to say the least.
Oh yeah, it's and yet there it remains unaffected.
Maybe touch it with
Still-
your key.
Do I still have the key? Is it
Oh, yeah.
still intact?
Oh, that key's fine.
All right. Well, I look over at Gundra and I'm a little resentful that she had to give me this idea, but I do approach.
What?
And yeah, when does anything, I'll try and I reach out my hand with the key and try to touch the crystal.
All right. You touch the crystal. There's less resistance than before, but roll me a dexterity saving throw. As this crystal.
Oh, geez.
So I say let's we can have Opal do a Arcana because of reasons.
Okay.
Just 6 damage as crystals shatter. And with your 16, so Opal, observing Kozik using the key to interact with these crystals, you observe the same reaction that happened with your arm in the crystal, like basically you being a conduit that can't handle that amount of throughput of energy, causing your arm to basically shatter. This key is having that same effect on this stuff. So whatever the source may be, this key is vastly more potent than these crystals are, and it is essentially overloading them.
Wow.
Huh. Interesting. Kozik has one too.
But interestingly enough, whenever people would cast detect magic, or whenever you've done detect magic or detecting anything, this key never registers.
Very interesting. Yeah, I'll share that information with the party.
Oh, it's in the other corner here.
Yep, it's the bottom left one. So if you're doing the same thing, just another dexterity save for.
Yeah, okay, we'll do it. I think I can survive this. I've been quietly just taking damage this whole time. Dexterity.
Kozik the pincushion.
Yeah. All right, a little better.
Yeah. This one, half damage. So 3.
Okay.
As at this point, all of the chains, the crystals have shattered. The chains that was holding them in place have fallen to the ground, no longer animated, no longer active, and you are now just in a room full of crystals. And the second that last one is destroyed, you would start to feel a pull, like a tug, on the crystals that you have collected, and they are trying to congeal in the middle of the room. Not all of them, but there's a bunch of crystals that everybody can see. You can even kind of hear the tinking of these things rolling towards the center point of the room, as if drawn to the middle, a vortex of sorts.
Extraordinary.
Let me get the image of dude them. Da-da-da-da-da. And as it forms, you would see probably a good, like a size of a crystal that like forms itself. It's not perfectly cut. It's just like almost like magnetism. It just pulled a bunch of shards in. But it's probably a size of, I'd say about human torso size, normal. So it's kind of big. But then you see the shards almost as if they're imploding. You see them like shrink in. You can hear them scratching and shattering and grinding against each other as they're just almost like something is crushing them in a trash compactor. Until Zed, you can give me a perception check.
What?
You kind of feel a little bit of pain in your side, like something sharp is being moved around. Even from where you are, which is outside the door.
Yeah, I think he was probably expecting that.
However, do you stay outside?
Did the shadow that was reaching for he or little one, is that still there?
It is gone. It ceased
At
to
that
exist
point-
when the crystal shattered.
Okay, yeah, at that point, you'd try and step back in.
All right. So, as the scene continues, so they congeal down into what seems like a singular shard, like handfuls of them just crunch down and just like break and shatter, some into dust, until there's a singular shard. And Kozik, as this forms in front of you, in your right before your eyes, you would see a very familiar tabby cat appear from the darkness, and it looks like it's sitting there with its tail wagging and a paw in the air, like it's, you can't reach it because it's well above the cat's height, but it's kind of like a cat like reaching for string. And you get the feeling that this is exactly what you're looking for.
Finally. Well, I gingerly reach out to hold it, to take possession of it.
And it's
Kinda
hovering
look
there, so
around
you
and I go,
you
"Okay."
reach out and grab it with, it doesn't fight you, there's no resistance, you just snatch it right out the air, and the cat stops batting at the air and turns and pads its way back into the shadow. And at that point, you feel a rush of, I guess, power. As everybody in the room can see Kozik's form kind of take a little more potent of an aura. Aura farming, as one might say. And where that cat once was, steps forth a familiar looking, shadowy, feminine form.
Hmm.
And
Oh.
Kozik, you know this as one might say an avatar or a messenger of your patron. There's no body, it's just shadow, but there are like a pair of like bluish eyes where a head might be. And it looks towards you, and it gives a singular motion, a nod. And then after that it holds out its hand, open palm. And at that point, Kozik, you are granted an inspiration.
Okay.
And as all of this comes to fruition, through all the toil, through all the traveling, through all of the doubt and uncertainty, you finally found a piece of what you're looking for. And this is probably a crowning achievement for you, as you fulfilled at least what seems like the first of your Dark Lady's tasks, to acquire a shard of the Black Diamond.
Oh, wow.
And with that, as we round out the evening, congratulations, everybody. You go to level 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
If nothing else, I'm stronger than my doppelganger.
Right.
The most important thing. I'll be able to kick her ass.
I still feel like there's something, you know, maybe a little evil about this, but pretty cool.
Yeah. My Lady of Air and Darkness, there's certainly nothing evil about this. Never mind the skull thing in the middle.
Nice.
Children was like, nobody gets put in a prison like that for no reason. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, and it's like, well, we'll see. Yeah, next time, what's going on with this? Is this also like part of the disturbance in the mountains? Like, it's kind of the same thing. Yeah, I don't know. The rocks will tell us.
That will be something to explore next time.
Yeah.
How do I physically update my sheet to say level 8? Oh wait, got it. Never mind.
Import.
How did you do it?
Press.
So we will do a all right. So, with that being said, that was D&D. Well, that was fun. They finally got a milestone, which was to acquisition this part of the Black Diamond. Yeah. So that was neat. So so yeah, so announcement wise, other than the fact that that was pretty fun. Maybe they struggled a little bit on the puzzle, but there was a lot of pieces for a milestone situation. So we're not gonna have D&D tomorrow. We have too many people out, but we will have a Halloween one shot on Thursday. That's the plan. Yeah. So that's gonna be. I think we're gonna do. Let me check the time. It's either gonna be 5 o'clock. It's 5 or 5:30. I'll update. I'll yeah. I'm just making sure I get everybody's schedule locked in. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, evening, or whatever it is in between for you. We went over a little bit today, but you know, it was a good wrap up. So it took a little longer than expected, but it is what it is. That is the way of D&D. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah, that's all I can think of. So tomorrow we're still gonna stream tomorrow. Just the usual stream time, basically just moving it a day over because of holiday stuff. So tomorrow we'll be back at it at 6 o'clock Pacific with a variety game. Yeah. But with that being said, thank you all for being here. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. And until next time, peace.